Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
Thank you. I'm just gonna do the Pranam mantra and then we'll start. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Guruve Namah Mukam Karoti Vachalam Angum Langhayate Girim Yatkirpata Dhambande Shri Gurum Din Taranam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पश्चात देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य ही दिवांग सर प्रभुपाद की जय समल भक्तविंद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णवविंद की जय निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल Hare Krishna, welcome everybody. So today we are going to get into our fourth lesson. So far we have covered three lessons. Welcome and introduction, Guru Tattva and Parampara, Srila Prabhupada as his confounder Acharya. Now we are going to see very important topic. In fact, from now onward, we'll be talking about Guru and how to establish the relationship with our gurus. So this is the last chapter of this section. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about qualities of discipleship or quality of a disciple. And then what should be attitude of an ISKCON guru. And then gurus and ISKCON authorities instructions. That's very important. Sometimes you would see that conflict. ISKCON authority versus gurus, and then guru outside of ISKCON. Gurus who are outside of ISKCON, how they should be treated. Very important concept, okay? And anything that you learn from here, expectation is that going ahead, you keep that with you. You implement that. That's why ask if you have questions, if you have doubt, if you are not accepting it, or if you have any other opinion, please do not hesitate. Right away ask, why this? Why not that? Why not that? Whatever is in your mind. So quality of a disciple, attitude of an ISKCON guru, gurus and ISKCON authorities relationship and how they should be working together. And then how one should treat, how we should treat the guru who are outside of ISKCON. So these are the four items that we are going to go through today. Okay, so please read. Somebody
We
unmute
should
yourself.
therefore live in such a way that we keep ourselves always healthy and strong in mind and intelligence so that we can distinguish the goal of life from a life full of problems. A thoughtful man must act in this way, learning to distinguish right from wrong and thus attain the goal of life.
Question for all of you. Do you know why we are reading this? What is the context of this slide? So what we are trying to address here through this slide, the first objective. What are the first item that we have to learn? Quality of disciple, right? That was the first thing. So please, don't forget these four items. Quality of a disciple, attitude of an ISKCON guru, guru and ISKCON authorities, and guru outside of ISKCON. So quality of a disciple, we have to keep ourselves healthy, strong in mind and intelligence. Okay, so that we can understand what is goal and what is distraction. right? So that we can distinguish the goal of life from a life full of problems. So Prabhupada is saying that a thoughtful man must act in this way. Okay, learning to have the discrimination, what is right, what is wrong, and what should be goal. What goal we should focus. We cannot focus on every goal. So I'll have maybe one question for you before I get into this one. So do you think that when Prabhupada was on this planet and when he was trying to establish ISKCON, there was no problem? What is the answer? If you all say there was problem, raise your hand. If you say there was no problem, you can keep your hand down. That's fine. Okay, one person raised, Samya Mataji, there was problem. Everybody else think there was no problem? Okay, Suprabhu thinks yes, there was problem. Okay, Vedana Prabhu, there was no problem.
Yes.
Okay, he said no, there was problem. Okay, Anjali Mataji, you think there was no problem when Prabhupada was on this planet?
There was problems,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So Rasesh Prabhu and Anjali Mataji, so please raise your hand if you think there was a problem. Rasesh Prabhu might be driving, so I'm not sure how he is, but we can let him just get to it without raising the hand. So should I consider everybody agree that there was problem or only you said Mataji verbally? Yes. So there was problem for sure. And I'm sure many of you would agree that there will be problem in the future also, right? But then what is the guidance given to us here? Can somebody talk from this slide? What is the guidance that is given? What is the guidance given?
So we should be strong in mind and intelligence
Okay. To do what? Last part.
to attain the goal of life.
Right. And what's all the main point here? The main word that is being used here.
Should be able to.
Distinguish.
Yes.
Distinguish.
Be no we in the corporate world they say that if there are so many things critical, then there is nothing critical. Have you heard that? The management guru teaches that if everything is critical, that means all of that we are calling critical is not critical. Everything cannot be critical, right? There are something that is critical. There are something which is problem, but we can survive, by or without solving that problem. So that is the attitude. That is the attitude. What is the priority? What we should do and what we should not do. Okay, and how it's applicable for we. It's applicable for us that there is something else in the morning or there is some other priority that is conflicting with your priority. For example, in the evening, somebody is inviting you, or during lunchtime, somebody is inviting you to be at their house for lunch. But you have a very important service in temple to do. And that service only you can do, or you have been doing, and you are expected to do that service. So you should give the priority to being into the temple and doing the service that you have been doing, because that service nobody can do as good as you can. So it's like that, always giving the distinction between right and wrong. Right and wrong is two obvious path, but giving the priority to do what is important and what is not important. One of the very important thing, this is extremely important slide. The next slide that I'm going to share with you, this is a very, very important slide, extremely important slide. So I'll try to explain as much as I can. And you should also try to learn as much as you can from this slide. So this is a structure. Okay. This is the structure how ISKCON temples are set up. Okay. And you will see why we have to go through this structure. So, governing body commission is the main body. Okay. Governing body commission is the main body. And under GBC, there are different committee, such as Guru Service Committee, such as Sannyas Ministry, such as Shastrik Advisory Council, such as Devotee Care Community, and other services that this GBC are assigned. So GBC, Governing Body Commission, is the main body, and everybody else is looking upon to GBC. Okay, so there is a GBC, and then beneath GBC there is Regional Governing Body, RGB, Regional Governing Body. Okay, and then under RGB there are Namhatha or Bhakti Vriksha leader. So there is small centers, Bhakti Vriksha center or temple. They are under regional body, or temple president is under regional body, which is under GBC. Okay. So one of the thing that has been seen happening a lot right now in our society is Guru Service Committee is the committee who appoint Guru. Okay. And Sannyas Ministry is the ministry that gives permission or approval for a devotee to become sannyasi. So be aware that all sannyasis are not guru. Okay. And we have right now guru in our society who are not sannyasi. Okay. But this guru has disciples, and that disciple may be temple president. That disciple may be leader of a Namhata group, Bhakti Vriksha group, or serving in any leadership capacity, or many congregation or member, or there are many member of the congregation who are just a disciple of a particular guru. Okay. And then there is sannyasi, and sannyasi has influence over the temple president. Sannyasi has influence over the Namhata Bhakti Vriksha leader. So both sannyasi, who is not the guru, has some influence over this structure, and there is guru who has influence over this structure. And then under regional body you have general supervisor. Under general supervisor there is temple presidency. So the order, the way it is: GBC, regional body, general supervisor, temple president, and then the temple residents and other congregation member. That's how it's serving. Temple president is serving the congregation, and temple president is getting support from general supervisor, is getting support from the regional body, is getting support from GBC, like that. So it's very important, and I would like to basically, if you can make a note, there are two line of authority. So this slide is called line of authority. Line of authority. And there are two line of authority. One is a spiritual line of authority. The first one is a spiritual line of authority, and second one is managerial line of authority. What are those two? Can somebody tell me?
Spiritual line of
Spiritual
authority, managerial
and
line of authority.
Yes.
managerial.
Yes, a spiritual line of authority and managerial line of authority. So a spiritual line of authority means you are spiritually seeking guidance, like guru and disciple is a spiritual line of authority. So I am disciple of my Guru Maharaj, and my Guru Maharaj is member of GBC, right? But there is managerial line of authority, which means congregation is under the guidance of temple president, and temple president is also working under RGB and governing body. So there is managerial line of authority, the people who are managing the institution, and then there is a spiritual line of authority. So any spiritual guidance you are seeking through your spiritual line of authority. So you are following your spiritual line for spiritual advices. And management not necessarily is your spiritual line of authority. Temple president might not be your Shiksha Guru. Temple president might not be a person who you are very inspired to. Temple president might be a person who you don't have to do anything. You don't get any motivation, right? But you have to understand that that person is your managerial line of authority. Okay, so maybe you cannot get the spiritual advice from managerial line of authority, but you would still receive some advice from your managerial line of authority. Okay, so we have to understand, it's very important for us to understand our relationship with the devotee. This person is falling into my managerial line of authority, or this person is falling into my spiritual line of authority. It might happen that sometimes, both person is one person. Like my senior godbrother is regional governing body. So then he is my spiritual line of authority and he is my managerial line of authority also. Both senior because of my spiritual order and managerial because of regional governing body. So you have to understand when you are receiving the instruction, you have to internally understand that how you have to receive the instruction. Sometimes if it's one person holding both, then that instruction again you have to know it's coming from managerial point of view, or it's coming from a spiritual point of view, or it's coming from both point of view. Okay, if it's coming from both point of view, then it's your spiritual instruction and it's your managerial instruction. If it's coming from managerial point of view, then it's managerial instruction. In many cases, I'm teacher right now, but I can also, if I'm part of the managerial line of authority, then I might be giving you instruction as a manager. Prabhu, I would like you to do this. Nothing offense against that. Yes or no? Yes, Prabhu, I cannot do it. So sometimes it has been seen that there is conflict between managerial line of authority and spiritual line of authority. And what is the perfect example? Temple president is asking you, Prabhu, I do not have devotee who can do Sunday feast cooking. I would like you to help with the Sunday feast cooking. But your spiritual master is telling you that, Prabhu, I would like you to promote Western preaching. So, you just think and dedicate yourself about Western preaching. Go on the street. Don't worry about the temple. Go on the street and talk to Western people. That's the service I'm giving you. So these two services, are they contradicting somewhere? What is the answer?
Yes.
Huh?
It is contradicting, Baba.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your manager is saying that you have to cook. Please help me. I don't have devotee to support, the cooking service. And your spiritual master is saying that, I would like you to engage in Western preaching. Don't worry for any temple service. It's a direct contradiction, right? Right?
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
who this contradiction comes to? People like us. who are on the floor. People like us who are on the, we are grassroots people. We are the people who are on the floor and we are managing day-to-day temple activity. This thing is not good, that thing is not good, this thing is not good. I have to take care of this, I have to take care of that. Oh Prabhu, I went into the kitchen, I started cooking, but there was no spices, right? We are the people on the front, and this conflicting order comes to you, right? You get very confused. So it's very important for us to understand how to deal with this situation. Okay. Unless and until you are not exposed to this understanding, you'll be very confused. Should I give the priority to my spiritual master instruction? Should I give the priority to my temple president's instruction? It has been the cases in the past where temple president is fighting with the spiritual master, or a spiritual master is calling temple president, hey, I have asked this devotee to do book distribution, and why you are asking him to you know uh, mop the floor? And temple president is calling Guru Maharaj, saying that, Maharajji, in my temple only I have 5 devotees who are very expert in cooking, and he's one of them. Why you are asking them to do something else? I need his help. What do you do? Poor man, what we do? What we do? Should we follow the order of you know temple president? Should we follow the order of GBC? Next slide, you will see, Prabhupada is giving us the guidance. Both line of instruction are equally important. Both, managerial and spiritual, you know, and I can tell you myself, all I did throughout my life is that I followed the instruction of the manager. Prabhu, I want you to be the program coordinator. I just put my heart and soul in it. I want you to do this. I just did that. So sometimes I'm not saying that there is no conflict, but there will be some conflicting situation. And you as a devotee have to decide now how to navigate with that situation. But Prabhupada said both of these authorities, managerial and spiritual authority, are of equal importance. So in this layout, flow chart, basically those 2 lines of authority are presented. Let me navigate that for you. Srila Prabhupada, GBC, regional body, general supervisor, temple president, and congregation member. What line of authority is that?
That's managerial line.
Yes, it's managerial. GBC, regional body, general supervisor, temple president, and EU. It's managerial. But GBC, spiritual master, okay? And then through one of these, maybe temple president, your senior god brother, and then to you. So what type of line is that?
Spiritual.
Yeah, spiritual. Yes, this is a spiritual line. Okay, sannyasa ministry is sannyasi. Sannyasi might be a guru. Okay, or sannyasi might not be a guru. Okay, suppose sannyasi is a guru, and then he's giving order to the temple president, who is your senior god brother, and then he's giving order to you. What is that line of authority?
Ritual.
Spiritual, yes. Or if sannyasi is not the, you know, uh, guru, temple president is not, who you aspire to get the instruction from, except, service, and then it's you here. What type of authority then that becomes?
Manager.
Managerial, yes, you are very clear. Okay, so you got it. So there might be some complexity, but you should be able to see. You should be able to see this order that coming to me is coming through managerial line of authority, or it's coming from a spiritual line of authority. Okay, let's see what Prabhupada has to say. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, at the time of his departure, requested all his disciples to form a governing body and conduct missionary activities cooperatively. He did not instruct a particular man to become the next Acharya. Okay, so Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj after his departure, he created a GBC, and he said that GBC will conduct the Gaudiya Math. He did not assign a particular person to take his position. Rather, GBC should be taking care of the entire institution. But what happened? But just after his passing away, his leading secretaries made plans without authority to occupy the post of Acharya. And they split into two factions over who the next Acharya would be. So some of this, secretary, they fought, started fighting who will be the next Acharya after Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaj's departure. So Prabhupada is saying that Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaj said that there will be no Acharya after my departure. Institute or the Math. You all know the word Math, right? The Math is going to be under GBC. But after his departure, there was a split, and with that split, they they started fighting that who will be the Acharya. Okay. So Prabhupada is saying that consequently, both faction to split, they became Ashara. Ashara means the one who does not have shelter. So officially, we have taken the shelter of Krishna through our spiritual master. So as long as we disobey the order of our spiritual master, then we are Ashara. We have no shelter. Hence, both became Ashara because they had no authority. Having disobeyed the order of a spiritual master. So in this particular case, I'm seeing that had no authority is both. Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaj is both spiritual authority and the managerial authority also. Because he is the first person who founded the math, and his immediate disciples are the one who are his disciples. Plus also, Prabhupada was Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaj. He's also their managerial authority because he was the one who was managing. So as long as we disobey the order of authority, any authority, we become Ashara, useless. He says useless because they had no authority. So that's why be very careful. This is one of the lesson that we teach in disciple course. Don't unnecessarily disobey. Don't unnecessarily there is a way in everybody understand everybody problem, but don't create fraction like what we just saw here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself wanted our cooperate. There is cooperation. Okay, we have to. Prabhupada said, and this is extremely, 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 extremely important. That's why I highlighted it. Okay, this whole institution is working on the basis of cooperation. None of you are paid. None of you are paid, but you are doing a lot of service. And you should also know that the temple managers are also not paid. They are doing a lot of service. We are not paid. Nobody is paid. This whole thing is working on the basis of cooperation. Okay. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself wanted our cooperation. Prabhupada is saying here. He is Lord himself. Krishna does not need cooperation of anybody. But to preach us, he is asking that we should cooperate. And this is a very, very important thing. Prabhupada said cooperation is very important. Nobody should think that I have got so great ability, I can do. No. Okay, it's not like that. I can do so many things, but still cooperation. We are asking, Prabhu, can you do this? Can you do that? So understand that it's not like that the person who is asking is not competent. It's not like that. Competency is there, but we are engaging others in the service. Nobody should think that I have great ability and I can do. No, it is simply by cooperation we can do very big thing. United we stand, and if we divided, we fall. This is ours. So be strong in pushing on Krishna consciousness, and Krishna will help. He is the strongest. Still, we must be combined together on the basis of cooperation. And this is, I don't know how important this concept is coming to you, but this is a very, very important concept. In a society of uh, devotee, we have to seek cooperation. We have to, and that is also your maturity. How we can work together as a team, how we can, uh, do something on the basis of love and cooperation. Okay. If cooperation is not there, then it will split. It will split the society. Attitude of an ISKCON guru. And we'll draw some points here also that is important for us. So, service to Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara. So you just saw the example. Okay, so temple president or your managerial line of authority, who they are serving, that one thing that I should ask. So who they are trying to please? Managerial line of authority, who they are trying to please? Prabhu, can somebody say? Prabhupada, right?
Prabhupada, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And who the spiritual line of authority is trying to please?
Prabhupada.
Yes. So Prabhupada, both of them are trying to please Prabhupada. So it should not, that's why I say that sometimes you have to see the intent. There might be some conflict, but you have to understand what is the intent. Okay. So maturity. I'm not saying that the conflict will not come in your way. I'm not saying that conflict has not come upon you, but if it has not, it will come. But then you have to understand the intent, and there you have to use your maturity. So those who accept the service of Diksha Guru or Siksha Guru in the ISKCON are required to be exemplary in representing Srila Prabhupada's teaching in their words and personal behavior. The Siksha Guru gives a spiritual instruction and inspiration on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara. Okay, so we have to understand that Guru Parampara is being used here. So Guru is trying to give instruction also on behalf of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, and Siksha Guru, who might be falling into your manager line of authority or spiritual line of authority, he's also trying to please Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so we have to understand that we are ultimately trying to please Krishna. So Prabhu, what is your question?
So Prabhuji, like in routines, then it can be said that while you manage your daily routines or the core operations, being a part of the congregation, you have much of, or I would say, significant managerial influence, but at the same time, you have a dotted line where spiritually also you're doing the activities, because
Yeah,
only just having the managerial part of it doesn't give you an uplift of serving ISKCON or Prabhupada, right?
yeah, no. So yes, you are right. You're right. You are under that's very true. So you have to understand that we are under both of these authority, managerial authority and the spiritual authority. That's right. But then if your manager has said or requested you that Prabhu, I would like you to take care of the, IT department. Just say the example. Now, if your spiritual master is saying that I want you to do the book distribution, then as a mature devotee, you should request, you should say, Maharaji, I know you are asking me to do book distribution, but my temple president has been engaging me in IT service from last 3 years. He's very pleased with my service, and I have gained a lot of experience. I have been serving to my temple in their capacity. And at this point, here is the thing. At this point, I do not have time. So please tell me, should I do IT service or should I do the book distribution? Okay, that one option you have. You have no time. Then let to management decide which service should be given to you. But IT service that you are doing is taking only 40% of time, and still you have 60% time that you can do to some other service. So still you should say to your Guru Maharaj or to temple president that Prabhu, I know you have been asking me, and the service that I have been doing for you, it takes only 40% of my time. My Guru Maharaj has asked me to do the book distribution, so remaining time I am going to engage in book distribution. You should same way inform your Guru Maharaj, dear Guru Maharaj, no, I have been serving IT Seva. It takes only 40% of my time, but I will be happy to give 60% of my time to book distribution. Clear expectations. Temple president happy, Guru Maharaj happy. Okay. But in any case, you should, if the conflict arises, you should communicate. Let the temple president know, Prabhu, uh, I would not be able to do this service, and give some notice. Not like that somebody, tomorrow you are supposed to be coming for the service and you just don't show up. He said that, "Oh, I have decided that I will not do service. Please find somebody else." This is not how you should act. This is not a good way a mature devotee will act. Jamil Prabhu is calling. This is not a mature devotee should act. You understand? Intent is to serve Prabhupada. So both way you are serving Prabhupada. Okay. So it's not like that, I don't care for managers and I care for my Guru Maharaj. So it's okay. I don't have to inform him. That's not good. And later you will see Prabhupada is saying that the one who prefers one over other, that means they are not following my instructions. So you will see in the next slide. But what was your remaining part of the question, Suprabhu? Was anything else after that?
Yes.
So you are
So
right. You are
if
under both authorities.
right. So Prabhu, if I
Everybody, I
spend
am two, you are two, everybody is, Prabhu.
right. So if I, because this looks more of an hierarchy, but if you look in actually, Prabhu, into this relationship, it's not a hierarchy because you might work for 20 years in ISKCON. I'm saying, for example, I'll spend my
Yeah,
time on next 20, 25 years. So managerially, you're not going to grow anywhere. That's expected because your service or your commitment or your support to the congregation comes as by execution of those duties, number one. But spiritually, you can still be growing in one path of it, right, Prabhu?
yeah, yeah.
So what is the next step? Once you suppose you spend not the number of years, but then you spend a good amount of time spiritually. So how does it works out? You become a disciple. Now I become a disciple in the next 4 months. If I'm so lucky, then maybe I get the initiation. Then what happens next? You spend 10 years, Prabhu, in after initiation. Where do you, what is your spiritual line of growth?
So one thing that is very important here, let's go back to that in slide. So you may or you may not be the managerial authority,
That's right.
but you are still a spiritual authority. And Prabhupada said that everybody is a leader. So what do you mean? Like, for example, you have your Nam Hata, Bhakti Briksha, right? You are
Right.
inviting people and people are coming and they are hearing from you. They are learning from you. You are teaching them. You are very much acting as their Shiksha Guru. You are very much, even if they have not accepted, but you are giving them the education. So your spiritual growth will keep on happening. you know so you are still uh, serving as a spiritual leader for many people. In my current role, I'm serving both. There are so many people who I personally reach out and tell, hey, please come to Hare Krishna temple. You should take devotion more. I'll give some separate time and explain that bhakti is everything. So for them, I'm acting as a spiritual leader. But many who don't inspire spiritually from me, I'm serving them as managerial leader. So it's not like that you have to grow in both side together. No, that's not really you know uh, expected. It's also not expected that you'll be spiritually you know leading all the way, or you'll be leading managerial all the way. No, maybe sometimes at some point you'll have managerial authority, some point you'll have a spiritual authority. So a spiritual authority by default is with everybody. Some part
Yeah.
of managerial authority is also with all the time. So, in fact, both of those are going together. I mean, I don't know what exactly you meant. Manager doesn't mean becoming temple president. Manager also means becoming HOD, head of the department. Manager means, following, particular department and managing this whole department. Like festival that I managed over 10 years. The entire festival programs, all of those were my service. Kirtan, Sunday feast, 4 hours kirtan, morning programs, all the Mahamangala Aarti. That's all we have. Tons of services I have done over many years. So I was leading that service. I would come with the schedule, make the roster, and I'll come who will do at what time, who will do the kirtan at what time. That's all managerial. It's all
Yes.
managerial.
That is.
So it's not only that temple president or general supervisor is manager. No, you are manager as you are today. Like for example, in the cooking today, you had somebody else who you asked to serve, support you. Prabhu, can you cut this vegetable? Can you cut this? Can you cut that? This is all managerial. You are managing it. So I see you know, happening with each of us at the same time all the way. The area of influence might be changing. That's different thing. We don't worry for that part. but
Right.
but the service is going in parallel all the time.
Yep.
So that's how.
And what? Right. And what is this sannyasa ministry, Prabhu?
This
What
is
is
the
it? For that?
sannyasa ministry. Now ISKCON has a sannyasa ministry. So there are devotees who are qualified to be sannyasi. So they will have to, submit their credential, what courses they have done, what leadership they have done, how long they have been with the movement, what influence in some of the preaching program that they are part of, all that they submit. And then sannyasa ministry, there is a queue, line of devotee, in fact, there is queue. There are many devotee waiting to get sannyasa. So it's not like that, I can become sannyasi if I want to be tomorrow. No, in ISKCON, I have to submit my resume, how long I've been in the movement, making sure that I don't have any child abuse, nothing, against, my profile. I have not done anything to harm ISKCON in any capacity. I'm not, indulge in any, I'm not caught into any financial fund, uh, misdealings and all of that. Those are the things, I'm just giving the example. I always put myself because I like to torture myself more than anybody else. So that's what it is, So that ministry will review at your profile and will decide that uh, should you be sannyasi or not. Because once you become sannyasi, then you are very respected. People are giving a lot of respect, inviting you to come and all of that. And they want to make sure that your intent is to promote Krishna consciousness. So this sannyas ministry is basically doing that. And those, some of those sannyas are guru. So all the spiritual master who are spiritual master, they cannot themselves say that I am the guru. ISKCON Guru Service Committee, they will, at some point will again say that, okay, so you have been sannyasa in 10 years, good stand, and there are thousands of the people who are inspiring to get initiated from you. So, okay, you become the guru now. Like a Bhakti, Bhakti Rasamrita Swami Maharaj is a senior disciple of my Guru Maharaj. And so many people all over the globe are aspiring. I'm just giving, I know him. So many people want to, get initiated, but he cannot get initiation as long as Guru Service Committee and Guru Maharaj says that, yes, you can give now. So it's like that. Did you understand, Prabhu?
Got it, Prabhu.
So
Yes.
this service committee, will, do do you that. All of these, any service except, just being the normal congregation member, any other, Nam Hata leader, Bhakti Vriksha leader, who is, somebody has to appoint you. Prabhu, you have to do this service. So it's all of that, is approved. All of
Right.
that has some degree of approval, Prabhuji. Okay, so let's keep on going.
Prabhu, sannyasi may not be a guru, but guru should be
Yes.
sannyasi.
Yes, sannyasi. There are so many sannyasi right now who are not guru, right?
But guru is a sannyasi.
But that's also not true. Now there are so many
Yeah.
girhastha also, like Vajasika Prabhu, or other Sankarshan Das Adhikari, who are guru, but they are not sannyasi because they have wives. So guru may not be sannyasi, or not necessarily all the sannyasi will be guru. So Diksha Guru gives the spiritual instruction is inspirational, formal initiation is spiritual name. We have gone through that. Gayatri Mantra, if you qualify to become Brahmin initiated. So we have to come to this group. So we'll make it 2 group, and this exercise has 2 elements. The first one is how you act appropriately if there is a conflicting instructions given by 2 authority. So local ISKCON leader and your Guru Maharaj, they have given 2 conflicting instruction. How you will deal with that appropriately? And I just told how to deal with that appropriately, and how we will deal in inappropriate way. I also said, that example. So you have to play a role. Okay, one person will be a spiritual master, and then we'll say that, order, hey, I want you to do this service. And then that person will say, okay, Guru Maharaj. And then one person will be temple president, like that, one person managerial line of authority, one person spiritual line of authority, and one person disciple. So disciple will hear from the spiritual line of authority, and then in appropriate way, you have to say how you can deal with the conflict appropriately. And in appropriate way, you have to say, okay, I don't care, whoever you don't care, you have to, so just a very, conflicting type of uh, attitude. So this skit will play later, but let's go through all the slides. So this slide, I really highlighted it because this is really very important slides. So what I'd like to do is that let maybe somebody else read that.
When they say they don't like ISKCON and the GBC, they're really saying they don't like to follow my order. That means they don't like my order. That means they don't have faith in my order. That means they don't have faith in me. That means Guru Aparada. To say they have faith in me is just hypocrisy.
So what can you summarize, Prabhu? What exactly is being said here?
So
Obeying Srila Prabhupada, but not following the GBC. You would see many people in the society today. They say that, oh, I'm very loyal to GBC, but I don't follow this, hierarchy. I don't believe in hierarchy, criticizing, condemning hierarchy. Oh, this person is not qualified. Why this person is doing this survey? Oh, this person is. No, Prabhupada says that this is hypocrisy, Prabhupada says. How you can believe in me if you are not believing in my structure? Okay, Prabhu, continue. Say what you have to say.
yes, Prabhu, like, as you mentioned in one of the previous slides, right? If a service is given, if someone says, no, I don't like that service, I want this service. So it's kind of disobeying, right? Whether it comes
Yes.
from the managerial or the, spiritual wing. So that means that, we are not following it. So we are just telling that, okay, I follow Sri Prabhupada, I mean, I follow the disciplic succession and everything, but whenever a service is given, I don't accept it in the right manner.
Yes. Yes. And this is very common. This is very important, very common, because today you would see people, they criticize GVC. They criticize, ISKCON line of authority. They say, oh, Prabhupada, I believe Prabhupada. But what Prabhupada is saying? What is saying? They say they don't like ISKCON and the GBC, but they say that they have faith in me, right? That means, Prabhupada is saying, that means, in fact, they don't like me. Why? Because GBC, Prabhupada said that ISKCON is my body, and GBC is the structure that I have set up. Father has set it up. So, how you can say that I don't like ISKCON, I don't like GBC, but I like Prabhupada. I like, Krishna Balram, but I don't like Krishna Balram, you know, through ISKCON or through GB. I mean, Prabhupada is saying that this is, if you are following GB, if you are, following ISKCON, if you are following me, that means you have to follow my instruction. That is very extremely in a spiritual and in a spiritual line. Your progress very much depend on how sincerely you follow instruction, because that instruction is coming from the line of authority, either managerial line of authority or a spiritual line of authority. You don't disobey. Don't disobey. What Prabhupada is saying, that means this is aparadh. Sometimes if I say somebody this thing, they'll say, I'm just saying because I want somebody to do this. Or I never did that. Any service that came on my way, I very carefully considered it. If I don't have time, if I can't do it, I express that, sorry, I don't have time right now, but I would love to do. So there is appropriate way to do it. It's not like that you cannot come out of it, but there is appropriate way. That's what we'll do the exercise. So Prabhupada says that means they don't have faith in my order. That means they don't have faith in me. Not faith in my order, not faith in me. That means what they are doing is just hypocrisy. Okay, so it's very important. So why we are doing this course? Not to force you, not to convince you one way or other way, rather to help you understand that how you deal your spiritual growth. Soon, after few years, people start, losing hope and criticizing, I'm not seeing anything working for me. You know why? Because they have not cultivated the right, and that is why things doesn't seem to be working for them. And then 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, if the goal is not right, some other people leave. They will just live normal life. I didn't like it, didn't work, it's not working for me. People are not good, devotees are not good. These people, they are trying to be Krishna conscious, but they don't look so very high standard, all of that. Well, no, the thing is not set up right. The vision is not set up right. Don't worry for anything else. You practice your Krishna consciousness. Okay, so now the next segment of discussion, which is the last part of this discussion, Prabhupada is saying how to deal with the guru who are from outside. And I would like somebody else who has not read it to read this. Please read it. Guru outside of ISKCON.
Never
See
try
what
to hear,
Prabhupada is saying.
never try
Yeah.
to hear someone who is not in our line. Better you should stick to hearing from authorized persons like your spiritual master or experienced God brothers. But never try to hear someone who is not in our line. It is simply a waste of time to hear and then again have to rectify the mistake.
Well, how did you like it? How did you all like it? Prabhupada very clearly saying, if you have not heard this before, then you hear it. This. Don't hear from someone who is not in our line. And I can spend a lot of time on this, but this course has limited, slot assigned for each lesson. But I can give you one example, okay? Uh, there was one devotee, and he was too much into pronouncing the Sanskrit verse very accurately, like saying each and every syllable nicely, Alpran, Mahapran, Shwarga, Dirgha, Pluta, all of that, so that the pronunciation of the verse would come very precisely. And he started hearing somebody from outside who was teaching how to pronounce verses from Gita or Bhagavatam accurately. And he thought that all I am doing is that hearing the correct pronunciation. What is, I still can follow my teaching, and somebody else hearing is not going to do any bad to me. It has no impact on me. Then he reached out to his spiritual master. I'm keeping the name secret. And he asked, my Guru Maharaj, I'm doing this. What do you think? His Guru Maharaj said, which is perfect answer, which is spoken by other acharyas also, that when you hear from something, you are not hearing only the Sanskrit pronunciation, okay? Rather, you are hearing what they are carrying, what meaning they are carrying, what intent they are carrying with that verse. So Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava mat sarva parvartate. We, as a follower of Brahmada Gaurya Sampradaya, when Krishna says Aham, who is this Aham? Prabhus, who is this Aham for us? I. Who Krishna is saying? Who is this Aham? Krishna himself, right?
Yes,
Right?
right.
That's our understanding, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when Krishna says Aham, he is saying that, the way I am right now is standing in front of you. But I don't know all of you, your background. Sorry, not to hurt anybody, but I'm just trying to make the point. But the person who are worshipper of Paramatma, you know what they say? When Krishna is saying Aham, Krishna is saying that it's Paramatma that resides under me. It's not that person Krishna. Okay? This, Krishna is, when Krishna says Aham, that means he's saying the Paramatma that I have inside me. If you go and talk to somebody who is believing in Brahmanwadi philosophy, they think that all living entity are only one energy. So Krishna has taken that form, which is which is his master is Brahman. So he is coming. He's Aham, when he says, he's talking about that Brahman. And many people think that Krishna is Guru. Krishna is Adi Guru. So when he says Aham, means he's talking about the Guru. So my dear devotees, I can tell you, there are thousands of interpretation, okay, that that particular verse carries by different school of thought, okay. And we are not criticizing any school of thought. Prabhupada said Brahmavadi, Paramatmavadi, Bhagavan iti sabdate. He says that all of these are transcendental. He said, all, Prabhupada didn't criticize anybody. We're not criticizing anybody. We are going down all these great personality. All of these are exalted personality. But their teaching is to cultivate particular type of mood towards Krishna. Okay. If you start making pizza and take some part of Italian recipe and some part of, Indian chapati making style, and you say that I'm trying to make, it's not Italian pizza, it's not, Indian style chapati. It's something, stuffed chapati, something else. So that is the risk. People don't understand it. We are not criticizing anybody. Prabhupada is the one who loved everybody. But every acharya, any acharya you go, they would say that cultivate one type of nourishment, one type of mood towards Supreme Personality of Godhead. You're Bhagwanwadi, go on the path of Bhagwan. Don't try to, you know, see that, oh, Krishna is Bhagwan, Krishna is Paramatma, Krishna is demigod, Krishna. It's not like that. One sadh hai, sab sadh hai. Just focus on one priority. Move on. And once you go to some height, they say that when you send any object with the escape velocity 11.2 kilometer, then it will go beyond the gravitational field of the earth, and then it would never come back. So bhakti is pushing us, you know, this this modes of nature, this contamination, this low thinking is pulling us down. Let's move up, get to some height where you can see things as it is. So intent is good. It's not narrow-minded intent. But people neither explain it nicely. People who are following it not understand it nicely, and they think, what's the problem? What's the problem? There's no problem. It's not about the problem, but you yourself will be confused. Your bhakti will be no releasing, no nourishing. Why? Because you are cultivating so many moods at the same time. Okay, so that is why each relationship that we have has a mood. Husband has certain mood for the wife. Wife has a certain mood for the husband. No, kids, sons and daughters have certain mood. Nephews and cousins have certain. So relationship has a mood, and you have a strong relationship. You reciprocate that mood. Okay, so so Brahmada Gauriya Sampradaya teaches Krishna Premapum Artho Maha. The ultimate goal of the life is to come to the stage of serving Supreme Lord purely. So let nourish that. If you follow one line of teaching, it will nourish you. Okay, everything will be bona fide. Prabhupada only gave things which are bona fide. Just follow, do things which are bona fide, and move up quickly, quickly, quickly. At some point, when you are really very advanced, you can understand, you know, what is this, what is that, what is that, what is that. Everything will start making sense to you. Right now, when we are confused, nothing is making sense to us. We keep on adding more things to our bucket, more confusion. Is it clear what I said? And then I'll take one or two questions before we start doing the group skit. Okay, Prabhuji, Suprabhu, please go ahead.
So, quick two questions, Prabhu. So,
Yeah,
with the same reference, if I go to the Puri temple today,
yeah.
and then if I'm really lucky, then I'll get an opportunity to when the service is being done to Lord Jagannath, they do the Harinam Sankirtan over there. And so my presence of being an ISKCON devotee in that spot, what are the takeaways? Number one. Number two, if I go to Tirupati temple, then there is a group which is reciting the Vishnu Sahasranama, and they are preaching some of the students um, in the mode of Gurukul as well. So, being an ISKCON follower, what should be my um, takeaway in those two situations when I have
Mhm.
to face that problem?
Yeah. So that's very good question. And you would see that when devotees are going to the other holy places, they go with group of devotee, like-minded, group of devotee, like yatra that happens. No, yatra does go to Jagannath Puri, does go to other places, and they go to holy places, but they still associate with on devotee. Maharaj will take yatra to different places, but the association is happening with the Sajati, you know, with the like-minded, uh, devotee. So if we go to some other places, then we have to understand, you know, that we are not there to criticize. We are not there to basically, make them feel like that I don't respect it. We are being respectful for everything. We very humbly respect, but we also understand that this mood would not nourish me. Lord Vishnu is worship in different bhav, and here, Lord has accepted his worship in this form. Be very obedient to it, very subservient to it, and you still prefer to associate with like-minded people. But it's not like that, if we study Srimad Bhagavatam or if we study Bhagavad Gita, and if you go there and they are chanting Vishnu Sahasranam, then we hate it. No, it's the name of Lord Vishnu. You have due respect for that, but you also at the same time know that Bhagavad Gita has everything. Bhagavad Gita has all the teaching that Vishnu Sahasranam is, presenting, and I'll be, following what my acharyas have given. The devotee who are doing Vishnu Sahasranam, they are getting the same benefit as you are getting because they are following the order of their spiritual master. Seriously, making sense? So, this little mature type of, dealings that you have to do. Uh, but try not to, again, this is, I'm telling you to, try not to unnecessarily confuse. As long as you are clear with your goals, then just pursue it, not, uh, confuse yourself. Like, for example, I can give you one thing, I should not be recording myself, but I see people, they go everywhere and they think it's all bhakti, but that's not true. That's not true. Mhm. I can tell you, it's not bhakti. Bhakti is just, it's mixed devotion. So do I criticize that? No. But do I personally go so many places? I have been criticized many times. I don't go so many. I said, no, why should I go? There is enough I'm getting, enough nourishment I'm getting. I'm not able to handle it. The amount of mercy that's coming upon me, I'm not able to handle it. I don't need more mercy. I just want to grab this mercy. I have Bhagavatam, I have Bhagavad Gita, I have Acharyas, prayers, songs, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, classes, teachings. I'm not able to grasp. My life is not that purified yet to handle a lot of diversity. Due respect, due respect. But try to keep your confusion minimal. Focus on one path and not to preach, but let me very honestly tell you, you would not see me anywhere else. If there is some preaching purpose, somebody will ask me that, Prabhu, you come here for book distribution. Come here, I'll just limit it to that thing. Get done, leave. It's not narrow mindedness. I know my limitation. I don't want to get into something that I'm not qualified in. If you have qualification, if you can handle, you are more than welcome. Go ahead and do it. But I myself find that I'm not qualified to handle so much diversity. I have due respect. I think I respect more than anybody else who is going there. I can tell you for sure. But I'm very happy what I'm doing right now. This is good enough, sufficient for me, and it has given me a lot of, internal realization, and I'll cultivate it. I'm sure that this will keep on helping me. So these are some of the, things that you have to decide yourself how loyal you wanna be, and that loyalty will pay you back. You're not missing anything. The thing that happens, people think I'm very smart. If I don't do that, I'm missing something. No, no, you are missing nothing. Six Goswamis are not ordinary personality, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they are, you know, very exalted personality, you know, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Siddhanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. They are not ordinary personality. I'm not saying that other acharyas are ordinary. No, they're also very exalted personality. But where I am standing now, I'm also connected with a very bona fide line of succession. So The weakness is in me. There is something that is missing. It's missing inside me. It's in me, not in my, disciplic succession. Because you have to study. The six Goswami, Sri Pasanatana Bhatta Raghunath, Sri Yogopal Bhatt Das Raghunath, these are very exalted personality, very exalted. Six Goswami, Mahaprabhu. They're not. So there's no need to go anywhere, no need to do anything. But if you are going, you know, like Lord Jagannath, we worship. Lord Jagannath is our worshipable deity. Lord Jagannath personally has decided to, you know, accept the worship of the Pandas who are in Jagannath Puri. So we see them. Prabhupada said, when you say somebody who is follower of Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Shankaracharya, just pay obeisances, humbly touch their feet. Thank you so much. You all are Vaishnav. That's the mood. We're not criticizing anybody. Never ever criticize. Who am I? What is my qualification? Filled with tons of fault. And I'm daring to talk something about Shankaracharya and this great personality. Oh my gosh. They're so exalted. They're they're dust of, dust that will come from their feet make me pure. But still I'm very loyal to the teaching of His Divine Grace Prabhupada. So this is how you have to deal with the contradiction, Prabhu, very maturely. I go to, Puri, I go to, other holy places, and devotees are going, but they are, retaining their nice mood. Arun Prabhu, what is would like to ask?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu,
Yes,
you're showing the slide, right, Prabhu? I think you changed the slide.
yeah, this one. Yeah.
Or experienced God brothers. What is like your spiritual master or experienced God brothers? What is the meaning of experienced God brothers here, Prabhu?
So this experience, God brothers, is basically referring to Prabhupada's God brother, who are very senior, who are, of Prabhupada's time. So this was, basically given by Prabhupada. The background is that when Prabhupada came to America,
Mm-hmm.
Prabhupada was begging. Prabhupada was saying that, hey, I'm here, old man in America, and I would like to basically get some help. And you all please, preaching is flourishing here. People are attracted, they are hearing the holy name, but I don't have mirdanga, I don't have enough, uh, books. So can you all start sending me, help from India? None of them helped. When Prabhupada set it up and everything was very well flourished, then he went back India with American devotee, American disciples. Then those people started convincing and telling those disciples that they are superior than Prabhupada. They started talking bad about Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, "Stop. We don't have to. We don't have to really deal with this personality because they are envious. Their nature, they're not acting as a pure devotee, so avoid them." So some of the other slides that you will see is basically saying the same thing here. Please avoid them. I have now issued order that all of my disciples should avoid all of my god brothers. They should not have any dealings with them, not even correspondence, nor should they give them any of my books, or should they purchase any of their books. Neither should he visit any of their temples. Please avoid them. Why? Because Prabhupada felt that they are they are breaking ISKCON. They are trying to take those people out. He may be treated as a guest. Prabhupada said, if they come to the temple, treat them as a guest. If he comes to our center, give him prasadam, honor him as an elder Vaishnava, but he cannot speak or lecture. Prabhupada very clearly says that don't invite anybody, even some of his god brothers, to be on the Vyasasana and give the lecture. If he wants to lecture, you can tell him that there is already another speaker scheduled. That's all. So Prabhupada said that it's very, very important that if a disciple thinking himself more advanced, Prabhupada is summarizing here. Then his spiritual master gives up his order and acts independently. He checks his own spiritual progress. It's very important, devotees. Every disciple must consider himself completely unaware of the signs of Krishna and must always be ready to carry out the order of the spiritual master to become competent in Krishna consciousness. A disciple should always remain a fool before his spiritual master, not thinking that I have become more advanced than my spiritual master. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj said to his disciple that follow the GBC. They started fighting. One of the reasons Prabhupada came out of Gauriya Math is that his senior god brothers were fighting. Who will be next Acharya? Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj sent many of those devotees, London and other European country, and they went there and they started, they went in, saffron, and they started wearing, pant and shirt, and they became, like Western. So all of this Prabhupada has seen. They said that they are thinking that they are much advanced than His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. What Prabhupada did today, you saw in the class, you hear in the class, Prabhupada was saying, "Hey, you young man, why don't you take this preaching and take it to Western society and give it to them?" Prabhupada followed the order of his spiritual master. So he's saying that a disciple should always remain a fool before his spiritual master. Always as a fool before his spiritual master. You cannot basically uh, disobey the order, thinking that you have become more advanced. This is again, there is some fine line here that we have to walk through with the understanding that what is the intent. Intent is to protect devotee. Intent is to nourish, one's advancement towards a goal. So that's why this has a context. Okay. The context is that one should never ever think that I have become advanced than, and I see that, I see that. Now I have seen many people criticizing me, telling me that I don't know how to do certain thing. And after 5, 6 years, they say that I am done, Prabhu. And I've seen it. I'm sorry. I've seen that. Many people have seen. Many people. Many people. No, I'm many example I have. you know they come and say so many things. I just listen. I tolerance. Don't say anything, just listen. Okay, thank you. And soon something happens, and then person is out of the map, completely out of the map. Oh, I don't want to go, I don't want to do this. Prabhu, if your intent is not at the feet of a devotee and your goal is not to serve Supreme Personality of Godhead, all of the challenges that is coming in our way becomes big. We get caught into distraction and noise. This thing, that thing, that thing. So many other things will look. But the main thing is that Krishna Balaram is not looking. Nitai Gauranath is not looking. Other things are looking. No, we have to practice, practice, practice. Keep on practicing. I have to look at Krishna Balaram. Make sure that I stare at Radha Sam Sundar. You know, that's my goal. Everything else, you know, Dukhalayama Saraswatam, material world, nobody can be free from the suffering of the material world. It cannot be problem free. Prabhu, I can just give you one example and then I'll go to the skit. When six Goswamis were here on this planet, India was under the ruling of Mughal. Okay, and Mughal were so hatred against Hinduism that you can't believe. Aurangzeb was at that time breaking temples and all of that thing happened. When Mahaprabhu was here, Chand Kaj, story you have heard, he would not let the Harinam go through it. But, they, can Mahaprabhu change this whole world? Yes, like this, flickering, you know. When Krishna was here on this planet, all of these Kauravas were there, right or wrong? Huh?
Right. Right.
Can Krishna would have changed it in a minute like this?
Yeah, he can.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to understand. Yadad Ajati Srestha. You know, the teaching is that Supreme Personality of Godhead personally comes and tells us, teaches us. He doesn't work in his capacity. Rather, he comes down and showcase what is the example, good and bad side, so that we can navigate through it, my dear devotees. So learn the art of navigation. Very important point I'm telling you. Learn how to navigate. You'll have like dislike people, good people, bad people. You cannot change that. Krishna can only change. Ishwara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Adi Govinda Sarva Karan Karanam. Puram Ishwar is Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He knows everything. Do you think that he doesn't know what challenge Ramacharya is going on? Yes, he knows. But he has put into that challenge to test me if I know how to touch the feet of the devotee. If I am humbling myself down at the feet or standing up. If I stand up, I'm killed. I might grow, but I cannot survive. But if I just go down, Krishna will say, all blessing, keep on moving. So, my dear devotees, learn how to navigate. This material world will exist. It will become worse and worse as time is passing by. But, but remember, Krishna, Balram, Radha, Krishna, they are my goal. You know, that's why I always say, Tumi tu amar, ami tu tumar. My dear Lord, you are mine, I am yours. That is the eternal relationship. Other relationship you have to navigate. So Prabhupada was pure devotee. His teaching has multi-level of understanding. You know, don't you all are very intelligent person. Don't think superficially and just something that's coming on the superficial level. Take that as a criteria to accept and reject. You know, you have to understand the mood of Acharya, why they do what they do, and then go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and cultivate that good devotional quality. Sometimes people will accept it, sometimes they will reject you. Sometimes they will recognize you, sometimes they will not recognize. None of these should be your criteria. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavita va jagadisa kamaye, mam janmani ishware, bhavatad bhakti hetukitoi. My dear Lord, na dhan, na jan, na sundari, na kavita, all of these are not my interest. My interest is the life after life, life after life, life after life. Just keep me at the speck of your feet. If you have that prayer, Krishna will safeguard you. He will give you everything around because he knows what is inside your heart. So understand the bigger purpose of any intent, any any instruction, and cultivate and nourish to become a better devotee. And continue that. If your goal is right, you would never be disinterested. Krishna consciousness is so releasing, so deep, so deep. You would never be disinterested. If you have attachment to Prabhupada, attachment to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, oh my gosh, our sixth Goswami, I can tell you, Prabhu, you would never be distracted. So develop that attachment. If you develop that attachment, everything else will be disinteresting to you. Nothing else will attract you because six Goswamis are not gone anywhere. We have to develop relationship. When six Goswamis will start showering mercy upon you, you can very easily cross over. So Prabhupada is a very, very powerful personality, extremely powerful personality. You have to know him. We have to try to know him very nicely. And if you know that, I can tell you your life will be successful, very, very successful. So these instructions have very deeper meaning, and I would definitely like to tell some of those that as I understand. So we have not much time left, so let's do this group skit. Okay, so Prabhu didn't I thought that he will stay, but he left. So again we can break into two room, or should we just do only one? Can you all, like five devotee, I think let's do together, no need to break, because you might need one or maybe few of you can do appropriate and few of you can do inappropriate. So just stay in one room and let's do this exercise. So I'm going to post this group skit, and then please read it. And it is a skit, so you have to basically play a drama, like you have to come back here, and everybody has to take part in it, assign the role. Somebody has to create the drama theme, how you want to do it, and then share the responsibility, take your role, and play that to the team. So how long time should we give for this, Prabhus? 15 minutes is okay, or 20 minutes? It's already 6:30. Our time is up. So any time that you request is going to be extra time. 15 minutes is okay? Or 10
Yes.
minutes? 10 minutes for you all to practice, and 5 minutes maybe to give the presentation. 15 minutes is okay? I think so, right?
Then give it a try, Prabhu.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's, I'm going to turn my camera off. You all can practice, discuss about it, both appropriate and inappropriate. And we'll be back here at 6:40.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes, we need the script from Soumya Mataji.
Yes.
She's the
She's-
experienced person in writing the script. So she's
She-
going to write the script for both appropriate and inappropriate. And we just have to act. That's all. Very
She's
simple.
writing since the class beginning, Mataji.
Yes, she's the writer, script writer. Yes.
Give me idea, Mataji. What do you want me to write?
You are asking me now. That's wrong.
Okay, so you should be the director. I'm just like writer.
Yeah. We're done with 1 minute already.
Yes.
9
Yes.
minutes.
Mataji, please help.
Yeah, so I think we need one temple president, one initiating spiritual guru, and with and 2 people for appropriate or inappropriate, right?
Disciples. 2 disciples, 1
Two-
guru,
One guru and one temple president.
1 temple president from managerial line.
Yeah.
And 2 disciples.
What is the situation that we're talking about?
Okay, I will be disabled, no problem.
So the situation can be like this, right? Like from one of them, we receive the instruction that before the Aarti, before the midday Aarti, we have to do, the person has to do book distribution, at least one or 2 books. And from another person, we receive the instruction that we have to do the kitchen, what do you call? Cooking. In for noon, before like 11 o'clock. Mataji, does it come across as
2 conflicts.
So one is cooking and one is Aarti, Prabhu.
no, one is cooking, one is book distribution before the midday Aarti.
So it coincides with both, You have to do the book distribution along with.
So lunch should be ready by 10:30 or 11, and also
Rajbhoga.
1 or 2 books should
The
be.
Rajbhoga.
So that for using that for two scripts, right? One appropriate, one inappropriate.
Yes,
Okay.
inappropriate. Yes, inappropriate and appropriate. Yes, there has to be 2 skits. Yes. How
Okay.
you are going to handle this situation appropriately and inappropriately?
Yeah, let's talk out the ideas. You can document and then play it.
Yes. Yes, I have the idea about that appropriately.
No, I
Since
think
I'm a disciple,
Mataji.
can I? Yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Anjali Mataji. Mataji, Soumya Mataji, if you're writing it down, right? If you can share your screen and share the document in which you're writing.
She cannot share it because Prabhuji has to give the rights for sharing.
And also,
Right.
And
Authority,
she is
authority.
always on the phone, Prabhu, so she cannot share anything.
No
Ah,
authority.
why?
She's writing on the paper, so I don't know
Paper,
how she
okay.
will share.
A Word document means you can share. Okay.
I
Anyway.
can make her admin. I'm host. She's host now.
Oh, Arun Prabhu is host now, so I think Arun Prabhu can share.
No, I'm the host. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think let's decide the roles first. That will help.
Yeah, we don't need to write and then read all those.
Yeah.
It's
Directly.
Oh,
Let-
direct. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let it come of its, organically. That's fine. So I think who is the president? Arun Prabhu, you can be the president. Chandra Prabhu, you can be the
Guru Prabhu. I am the Guru.
guru, yes. And
Uh,
me and Anjali Mataji are disciples. That's fine. And we have a tough situation where Mataji, you'll cover the appropriate part of it, or I'll cover the
Appropriate.
appropriate.
Yes, I will try. I have the idea that how I'm going to handle it appropriately, both the things within given time, so that I can respect temple president as well as guru. Yeah, as well as guru.
Okay.
So what I will do in that case, I will quickly call my friends, my maybe my some clothes friends or something, and I know that somebody available to come to the temple or help me, help the temple, basically help in temple services, so I can call them quickly, and I find that they are luckily available in a temple, so that then with their help I can get the help in the cooking, so that I can quickly, whatever my role for the cooking, maybe it's not that entire cooking I am doing. Only my role is just cutting the vegetables. Then maybe with my help of my friend, one friend or two friends, whatever, I will get that done quickly. And then after that, I will go for the book distribution with my friend only and come back right for the RP time. So that is how I can handle both the things if I get that help. But in the case, if I don't get the help,
I think, yeah, the message is very clear, Mataji. Uh, you know, you're going to manage it definitely, but the overall gesture in line to what or the preachings of Prabhupada is what is going to be important. So that's what you should be talking about. Be very humble, and then you have to accept the service. At the same time, you have no frustration in mind, no rush, but you are able to complete the work. But at the same time, the way you are reciprocating or your gesture or your body language to your guru at the same time to the president has to be really good. That's the first part of the skit, I think. So you will carry it, Mataji, right? And you want me to be the bad cop then, right?
whatever, however you want, Prabhuji, if
Guru,
you want
Guru,
me to be in
Guru,
that,
Guru Aparadh
that's
for me.
no,
Okay.
Prabhuji, actually, you have done so much perfectly fine. I'm the one, I should be in that position. I just got some idea, so I'm just telling you that's it.
No, that's fine, Mataji. I get that. So yeah, I have to think
So
over.
maybe if you have some idea that appropriately how you can handle the situation, then you can play that role, and then I cannot. Okay, I'm okay with anything.
It is end of the day, it is surrendering to the to 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 the preaching. So there is no better way than to accept it. I think that's what you should be doing it. Your gesture, your body language makes all the difference. Good. And for objection part of it, I think I'll be talking a little more on my frustration that I need to manage both the things at the same time. A lot of things are coming back to me time and again. There's too much dependency on me. I'm not able to manage my family at the same time as well. So not a nice way to present it, but then that is what I'll try to make the presentation from my side of it. Good. So roles are fixed now then. Arun Prabhu, you will be giving out the instruction to the first part of the skit where you will cover with uh, giving her the work that she has to go out and she has to do the book selling.
No,
No, sorry, for the
uh,
cooking
Guru
and
the one giving Mataji the instruction to do the book distribution.
book distribution. Yes,
That I
and
will, okay.
We have the Gita Jayanti going on, right? So we have to like distribute this many Gita books. Like, where are you on?
Before midday.
right,
So
and Prerna Prabhu, you are the guru, so you have to give out the instruction for the book distribution, and Arun Prabhu, you have to give out the instruction for working in the kitchen.
saying that it's a last minute request. Some devotee has dropped. Can you please like go and do the seva? So Mataji will like she's like very good, right? So she has to call the guru and say, Prabhuji, I just like got this seva, Maharaj, I just got this seva. Today I'll just like only I can't do as much book distribution as I wanted to, but maybe after doing the aarti I'll go and do it. Time out.
Done. And Mataji, you know what to do on your side to accept in line to Prabhupada's teachings.
Help.
Yes. And what is the role of Somya Mataji then? Nothing.
Don't have a role then.
Yeah.
Or-
Good. So Prabhu Prabhu, you have to pass an instruction to
Okay.
to
But I-
Anjali Mataji for the same.
Mataji, I can be the friend. You can call me and I can say, like, yeah, I can help.
Yes, then you can be my friend. Yes. The Soumya
Okay.
Mataji is my friend, and I will be calling her and she will be quickly running towards temple. Yes.
Good. I think we are done. 10 minutes. If
Okay.
Prabhuji is there, then we can get transferred.
To start
You cannot do anything, bro.
until
Prabhuji,
Prabhu comes.
yes, Prabhu has to come back.
So, Prabhu, you can talk about Gita Jayanti, 4.8 million books, all those, when you are giving instruction to your disciples.
We are good now. You want to start then, Mataji?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
Okay, so you can play the skit now.
So Hare Krishna, Anjali Mataji. So our book Gita Jayanti is coming. So we were planning to have 4.2 million for this year, and for ISKCON St. Louis, so we would like to do whatever maximum we can do. So can you please do some book distribution on behalf of
Oh,
ISKCON
yes.
St. Louis?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Yes, Guru Maharaj. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Anjali Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. How are you, Prabhuji?
I am good, Mataji. How are you?
Yes, I am also good. Wonderful, Prabhuji. Very happy to see you.
Very happy to see
Yes,
you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. I have a request for you, Mataji. We have, some help needed in the kitchen in the mornings. To cook the Raj Bhog before like 10:30, 11 in the morning to be ready for the deities. So definitely need your service there, Mataji.
Oh, okay, okay, Prabhuji. Okay, okay. Can I give you just one clarification, Prabhuji, that I also got the instruction or the order from my Guru Maharaj, and since it is a Gita Jayanti, so we have to focus on book distribution. And I understand that we have to focus on this cooking also. We have to offer the naivedya to our deities. That is also very important. But the thing is that he wants me to do help in little bit in book distribution also at the same time. And yes, you want me to since one of the person is less in the kitchen, so you want me to help, give my helping hands in the kitchen also. So can you give me a few minutes, Prabhuji? So I just want to, think on this situation for a while, and I will see how I can handle this and how I can help you. And as well as I want to respect my Guru Maharaj also. So just give me a few seconds, Prabhuji. Okay? Okay,
Sure,
is that okay,
definitely,
Prabhuji?
Mataji, definitely. Good to know that
Okay.
you are able to think and
Yes,
respond. Thank
I'm
you.
ready. Yes, I want to serve Prabhuji. Yes, but just give me a few minutes, Prabhuji. Okay, thank you,
Sure.
Prabhuji. Yes. Hello, hello, Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Anjali.
Hi. Oh, Hare Krishna. Oh, Soumya. Okay, okay, okay. Soumya, quick question. if you are at home and you are not doing anything right now, is it possible for you? Because you know that sometime before you were saying me that you are ready to serve in the temple, sometime you will come with me. But today morning I actually forgot to ask you. It is a Gita Jayanti. I was in rush, so I just rushed to the temple without asking you. So if you are still available, can you please drive and come quickly to the temple, because I really, really need your. I'm in some situation, difficult situation. I need your help. You are my best friend. Can you please, Soumya, please, please, please come to the temple for this 2 day at least, and you can also experience how you feel, by serving the temple, and it will be very, very wonderful experience for you also. So is it okay? Is it possible, Soumya? Please let me know. Please say yes, yes, yes. Please, please, please.
Yeah, yes, Mataji. Sure, definitely I'll come. And thank you for engaging with this service. See you in the temple.
Thank you. Please come fast. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Soumya. See you. Okay. Oh, finally, Soumya, you are here. Soumya, come, 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 come. We have a kitchen. We don't have to cook everything. All the things. I have taken out some few vegetables that only we have to cut and keep ready for the cook to start the cooking. So just can you please help me in cutting these potatoes and these carrots, and then I will just wash these vegetables with you, and then just cut and then just we will just make it ready over here on the table, and then quickly we have to go one more place just to try our best to sell some few books. If you don't mind, I will drive for you, and then we will go out, and then we can come back for the aarti and prasad. That sounds great.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Soumya. Okay, Haripol. Okay, come on, cut. Okay, quickly we'll go to that book distribution. Okay, we'll try. Okay, I took some textbooks in the car, put it in the car. Okay, finally we are back. We are back to the temple. Okay, what's the time? What's the time? Oh, 12:30. Right time for the aarti. Yes. Good. Yes, finally. Soumya, you made really, really happy. You saved my day today. Yes, thank you so much, my dear friend. Yes. And you should also, from the next time, you should also get engaged into this temple service. So what do you think? You like it? You like this? Even if we were rushing and we were doing this, but you like it?
Yes,
What,
Mataji.
what is your
Really a very
yes?
experience.
Yes, it
It,
gives us really the mental peace and the satisfaction that we have done something, little bit, something for Krishna. So we are happy. At the end of the day, even if we rushed so much and we used a lot of energy, we were under pressure, but we served the Lord. So that's at the end of the day, we get that satisfaction. So that's why I forced you and I told you to come, and I'm really, really blessed by Krishna that because of my Guru Maharaj and because of all the devotees, I got your help. So you saved my day. Thank you.
it was my pleasure, Mataji. Thank you.
So this is how appropriately we
Handle the situation.
deal with the
Yes.
situation, Prabhuji. So now we are going to handle enough.
Okay.
Well, before that, clap for Anjali Mataji.
Yes.
So much
Lot of
energy, and
energy.
Yeah, to
you
serve.
brought the
A nice
spirit.
acting. She is very good, in acting.
Because of
Very
Soumya
good.
Mataji, because of Narayan Prabhuji. Narayan Prabhuji ki jai. We
Drama.
have
All the
all
time drama.
we enjoyed those dramas because of Narayan Prabhuji. Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so Shub Prabhuji, you're ready?
Yeah, not the easiest position for me. Anyways,
Yes.
good. Arun Prabhu, can you just repeat this, and then Pranam Prabhu, you also repeat from your side, and then let me vent it out.
Hare Krishna, Shub Prabhu. Good morning. How are you, Prabhu?
Doing good.
Prabhu, I have a request for you, Prabhu. We need some help in the kitchen. We have two devotees who have taken a break. They had to go to India, and we have to make sure that we have the Rajbhog ready for the deities before 10:30 to 11 in the morning. So we would definitely need your help there, Prabhu. to prepare the Raj Bhog. And since you are also an expert cook, I really need you for this service, Prabhu.
Okay. Pradhan Prabhu, you want to cover, and then I'll get back to
Okay,
that.
Hare Krishna, Shiv Prabhu. So for this Gita Jayanti, we have been decided to, sell 4.2 Bhagavad Gitas all over the world, and I just told Anjali Mataji to help some of these books to, distribution, and I would like you to do more uh, to get into, some of these books distribution, please.
Interesting, Prabhu. Looks like both you and the temple president are after my life. And you started wishing me good morning, but looks like the morning is starting on a bad note for me. This is ridiculous, Prabhu. I cannot work like this. I have to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and then I have to be part of the Mangalarti. The temple president just called me every day, and then he says that I need to be part of the Mangalarti. I have to do the Sringararti. I have to be doing the Guru Puja, and then arrange for the Srimad Bhagavatam Pravachan as well. And then followed by that, I need to go and do the booking and the cooking part of it, go to the market, get things. Um, and then your expectation is I should be doing the book distribution. And Mr. President is also expecting that I should be, completing the Raj Bhoga on time. Unfortunately, Krishna has given me only these two hands, Robert. Okay. I cannot do both the things at the same time. The expectations are good, but it's too much on me. I have come to a point where I'm getting frustrated these days. I have not seen my friends for a very long time. We have not spent time together. I have planned to go for one of the birthday parties as well and meet someone. So, like it or not, I'm not part of this game anymore. You call up someone, you can take the service from him, and I will also let Mr. President know that I'm not available this morning.
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. I'll ask Anjali Mataji to call her friend and ask to distribute more books.
No Hare Krishna, nothing to from my side. Good, bro. Hare Krishna, bro. My apologies
Yes.
if I.
No, so this is very,
Uh,
very good play. I think it's recorded. I'll send you the link if I can get later. But yes, so both side was pretty good. You can see how you can adjust, and on the other side, you can see how rude you can become. You can, I mean, very good. This is a role that we have to play. So I think you all did excellent job. Thank you so much. That's a lesson for us also going ahead.
one
So
real,
yeah,
yeah, I'll complete that at the last, bro.
no,
Once I
that I'm
go.
done. So we can complete and then leave. Yes, Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Amacharya Prabhu will have so many of these things.
Yes, no, but again, this is also learning for me. I can tell you, Prabhus. So people, love you as you are, but when you have some other responsibility, then you can see the challenges. But it's all part of life. I don't really get disturbed. Yes, it's taking a lot of my time, but Prabhus, it's all good. All for good. Purification has to happen. But you all did very good, very nice, thought through and good play. You were saying something, Suprabhuji? What was that?
Yes, thanks for enlightening at least one experience, Prabhu, I'm taking out of this class is, this is my 7 years, Prabhu, getting associated with this car. And I've never been to Vrindavan. This July, I went to Vrindavan,
Jai.
and I was staying very close to ISKCON. And then I also had the intent that I'll go and visit Baki Bihari.
Hmm.
So I did that, but
Yes.
spending, out of this 4 days, Prabhu, spending more than I think we were very restless along with me. Going into the temple, attending the kirtan, and then starting the day with Guru Puja, Mangalarti, everything goes through. So that, the moment we come out of the temple, we do something. We even if we have the food, there is a restless, um, push that I need to go back to the temple. Something is missing out, we were counting and looking out that the duration which is left out, is getting shorter and shorter when we are leaving ISKCON Vrindavan. I don't know what is the magnet over there, Prabhu, but the same visit I did to Maki Vihari temple, it was just 30 minutes. Yeah, just a ritual, but what pulled is the iron to the magnet was only ISKCON Vrindavan. So, meaning is the depth has been somewhere there, which was pulling us back and forth with this.
Hmm. Yeah, so it's basically, devotees. And then I remember when I was I go Brindavan at least twice, thrice a year, 3 times a year. I was there and I went to Radharaman temple. Uh, so one of the Kirtaniya, he started doing kirtans, and there was Mridanga kept there. He was singing. So I said, "Can I play the Mridanga?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, go ahead, please play." So I started playing, and I played, Ramada Gauriya style Mridanga. He was singing, kirtan went pretty good, you know. And at the end, he said, "Oh, Prabhu, we play very nice Mridanga because of you. We did nice kirtan." He started talking to me and told him that, he's looked at my chandan and everything else, and he said that I'm sure you are from ISKCON. I said, "Yes." He said, "Thank you for playing Mridanga." So like that. I went, had darshan of Radha Raman, my dear Lord. Radha Raman and Krishna is none different. But, I engage in service in whatever way I can serve the best. I played Mridanga. So like that. Ake Bihari, we also go quite often. I go very, humbly pay my obeisances. I love, the deity of Ake Bihari, the whole thing. But then, I come back and I do what I have to do. So yes, so that's a good example. We have to always, we're not, I mean, all of these deities are Krishna at the end of the day. They're none different than any other, form of Krishna. But then again, we have our own mood, certain mood that we are cultivating, and that's the mood we have to nourish. That's the message. Nourish a specific mood, and then in Vrindavan, you would see there are so many sampradaya, and there are people who are walking on the street as gopis. You have seen that, right?
Yes.
You've seen them, but that's not our mood. We don't, our mood is basically servants of the servants of the servants. We don't pretend that we are gopis. There are many school there that they believe that they are associates of Krishna. So they worship Krishna like they are associates. We don't. So those are the things. Now they are right or wrong. If somebody will ask me, I can just take one of the words of Srimad Bhagavatam and I can say what the verse is saying, explain what is my understanding of this verse, and then that's all. Now that type of teaching and preaching we do. So no, thank you
And the
so much.
humbleness is always there in ISKCON, and some
And
magnet is there. That humbleness is always there, Prabhu, and I don't know what
devotees,
magnet it
the
is. Yeah.
potency of uh, performing the pure devotion that attracts. One's heart has taste of that, you would never miss it.
And I don't know what, to be very honest, humbly sharing, Prabhu, the more I work in the temple, I don't get tired. I don't know what is that.
Yes, yes,
I never get tired all these
yes.
days.
Yeah, and you would find time also to do services.
Yes. Yes.
The more you take, the more you will see that things are working out.
Yes.
Yes, I can't live with less service. I need more services. I'm drowned, things are behind. It's okay. That way I'm not, giving my time to things which are not of my priority. So all, Krishna's plan. We are just instruments. Thank you, Prabhus. I know you all had a very, long day, Sunday. But once kalpatarivesha kripa sindhu vyayavasya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Sambal Bhaktavind ki jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Divangi Sai Prabhupada ki jai. We'll meet next Saturday at 1:30. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.